So this video is what did I focus on the first time paddling R1. Now, I was paddling class 2, and it was just hard to go from one side of the river to the other. Mainly, the paddle stroke turns the boat, and then you just have you're not very good at ruddering, and you don't know what to do at this point. So what I would do is a short stroke, where I would come here, and then I would do anything to try to pry to the side. But just right here, and I just felt like I could get more perches, so we're going to take a look at this just in more detail. So we're doing a short stroke right here, and then prying off to the side. The one benefit of this, it doesn't require you to lock your arm in over here in any specific rudder and then give it extra power. All you're doing is going right here to the boat and kind of driving sideways. So you can really use this upper arm. So when you're just trying to find it, and you're going to whiff a lot of them, it's just not going to feel good. But it's better to whiff with a short stroke that really doesn't turn the boat than to do one of these big ones and then like, oh man, I'm already, then I have to back paddle, lose all my momentum. So we're going to take a look at why this short stroke is beneficial. And so here's the tutorial. I would set up your boat pretty much at a steep angle, not necessarily 90, but maybe 45. And what you're going to be working, you can do a sweep stroke, because that's also kind of first timers, they're going to sweep out to the side. That doesn't help. But with a short stroke, what we're really focusing on is just kind of prying the boat so we're going sideways, more or less sideways. Now I can just take my time and then mainly we're moving the boat with the pry. And that is a crucial piece of information that I never really realized the first time R1 rafting. So coming towards you, short stroke, kind of prying. I'm actually more focused on the back of the boat than I am on the front of the boat. And I kind of have the prying down, so I don't know what it's going to feel like. But if you whiff, you can always do two. But I think this will really help, because once you start getting decent, you're always going to have some part of the boat out in front of you. And the reason is because you're kind of paddling against that inertia, and then it's real easy to bring back. And this whole tutorial, if you actually do it at a 90, it's really easy to get this part of the boat back. But if I face you, and so that angle is this way, a 45, or typically a 15-degree angle. But if you're straight, which people maybe tend to want to be, or even worse over here, this is where you have to lose all your momentum to get it back. And if I take a stroke this way, I can't just pry the boat sideways. See, I have to like stop my momentum and sweep it all the way back. Where if I'm right here, heck yeah, paddle forward, pry forward. So I'm kind of paddling towards you and then prying towards you. And let's give it hell, just so you can see at least one demo of where short strokes with a quick pry, even at a normal angle, is probably the way to go. Alright, hell yeah. You see this top hand? It's really, popping back. All I'm doing is kind of getting this paddle into a position and then popping it to the side. And see, I missed that one, and that's alright. Just keep on going. And if you miss one, you can always stick your paddle in and grab another one. I think that's a good thing. It's awkward, stick your paddle back in, grab another pry. And then it's just repetition, you know what I mean? And maybe years. But I'm so curious of if someone has taken R1 rafting, not a raft guide, and can actually pretty quickly progress. I think it's possible, just as easily as kayaking. But there is, anytime you have a blade sport with your water, there is an element of, kind of getting Jedi. Even in kayaking, you have sculling, I think there is a little bit of that aspect where it's just like every day that you're out on the water, you're using a blade against, you know, the water. You just get a little bit more dialed in. But I'm very curious to see brand new R1 rafters, how fast they can progress. All right. Anyway, that's the video. Thanks for joining me.